thank you to all of you who have registered, and I give you a hearty welcome. I'm Mike Thielke with the F3 Tech Accelerator. I'll be hosting all of today's sessions, so I will do my best to make the transition between sessions as seamless as possible. I know you will find the next few hours engaging and informative. First, I'd like to thank the Cybersecurity Association of Maryland for their valuable participation in co-hosting this event. Likewise, a huge expression of gratitude to the Maryland Department of Commerce for being the lead sponsor for today. Thanks to Heather Graham and her Strategic Industries team at Commerce. We are very grateful to their recognition of the importance of the agri-tech and aqua-tech sector here in Maryland and its intersection with the cyber tech sector. Now I'd like to recognize our other sponsors, MidAtlantic Farm Credit and their representative Andrew Rose, the Maryland Farm Bureau and our good friend Executive Director John Torres, and Rantizo, represented by Michael Ott. We have a number of partners that also assisted us with the symposium: Cyber Defense Magazine, the Delmarva Farmer, Pete Nelson and Connie Bowen at Ag Launch, SMATIC, which is the Southern Maryland Agricultural Development Commission, Marbidco, the Maryland Agricultural and Resource-Based Industry Development Corporation, TEDCO, the Maryland Technology Development Corporation, the Rural Maryland Council, and lastly, the Greater Crisfield Action Coalition. Thank you all for helping spread the word about this event. Please take a moment to thank all of these sponsors and partners if you have a chance during your networking, which brings me to encouraging you to review the attendee list and take advantage of the opportunity to connect and message amongst each other during today's sessions. We will leave this event platform live for a few weeks following today in case there are any last-minute connections you'd like to make. There is an attendee guide under the additional information menu item if you need any assistance in managing how to network. Before I pass this session on, I have one last expression of gratitude to make, and that is to the planning committee for this event. The caliber of today's agenda is a direct product of the excellent contributions that were made by all of the committee members, and it's only because of them that we have such a terrific series of presenters and topics. A sincere thank you. Now, I'd like to ask Tammy Price from MidAtlantic Farm Credit to take over and introduce our special guest who will provide some keynote remarks to set the stage for today's sessions. Tammy?
Thanks, Mike. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tammy Price, Senior Vice President of Technology and Strategic Partnerships at MidAtlantic Farm Credit. I'm thrilled to be part of today's event, which will not only cover several critical topics impacting the agriculture industry, but features many special guests, one of which I have the pleasure of introducing in just a minute. For those of you who may not be familiar with Farm Credit, we are a nationwide system of agricultural lending cooperatives founded on a mission to provide consistent and reliable credit to farmers and ranchers for this and future generations. Whether it's a poultry farm on the Eastern Shore or an urban startup in Baltimore, we're here to help our members get the financing they need to grow their businesses. My role at Farm Credit gives me a unique perspective on just how closely technology and ag are tied together and the importance of taking necessary precautions against cyber threats. Over the course of the day, you'll learn what some of these threats are and how to protect yourself and your operation against common cyber attack practices. Now, that special guest I mentioned, it's my honor to introduce Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford. Lieutenant Governor Rutherford is the 9th Lieutenant Governor of the state of Maryland, being elected to office with Governor Hogan in 2014 and then re-elected in 2018. An accomplished attorney with years of experience in both the public and private sectors, Lieutenant Governor Rutherford has served as Associate Administrator for the U.S. General Services Administration, as Assistant Secretary for Administrations for the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and as Secretary of the Maryland Department of General Services. Lieutenant Governor Rutherford has been a strong partner with Governor Hogan, leading the state's efforts to modernize procurement practices, improve its mental health delivery system, and make Maryland a national leader in the implementation of the Federal Opportunity Zones program. We're excited he was able to make some time in his very busy schedule to join us today. Please help me welcome Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for that introduction. And Mike, thank you. I want to thank the F3 Tech and Cybersecurity Association of Maryland for hosting today's symposium. Cybersecurity and agriculture are two key industries in our state. And the need to build a robust cybersecurity infrastructure, as well as to develop cybersecurity strategies, are vital for our private businesses, our nonprofits, and government agencies. It's imperative to design and integrate and deploy effective cybersecurity solutions every day. Farms and ranches in Maryland and across the United States and around the world are in a new era of smart agriculture. This shift toward the Internet of Things, big data, cloud computing, artificial intelligence is paying dividends in productivity and renewed prosperity. The culture of the 21st century is using artificial intelligence to improve performance and has led to increased yields as well as increased sustainability. The new opportunities and innovation are great things. However, the new technologies come with potentially new risks and vulnerabilities that industry may not have considered. Federal, civilian, military, state, academic, and private sector cybersecurity industry has produced seasoned industry leaders and innovative entrepreneurial startups in our state and play a role in protecting our agricultural systems and assets, our power grids, our water supply, financial and health data, and other information systems that carry vital personal information and are critical to our daily lives. Now, Maryland is unique. We have a cluster of more than 60 federal agencies, 20 military installations, and 57 colleges and universities. The federal labs and facilities contribute to the creation and demand for cybersecurity products, services, and talent. Among them is the U.S. Cyber Command and the National Security Administration down at Fort Meade, Aberdeen Proving Ground, Joint Base Andrews Naval Air Facility, the Naval Air Station at Pax River, NASA Goddard Flight Center, Fort Detrick, Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Lab. And I will say, from my experience at USDA, our Beltsville Agricultural Research Center does a lot of research. And when you think of federal cyber attacks in many cases, and at Ag, we would experience those, particularly when there were trade talks started, because the major area of trade disputes between countries is agriculture. And so some of the adversarial countries, I would say, I don't think it's still considered classified in terms of the people that were attacking us, but I just won't take that risk, are very interested to see what we're doing in terms of agriculture, and then to do some nefarious things as well. But Maryland is a place that allows for the innovation so that we can protect our critical industries. With professional business groups, incubators, and accelerators that provide resources and foster a network of connections and collaborations to support industry. Maryland is one of the top states in the country providing potential growth for the cyber industry, as well as a pipeline for talent through our accredited colleges and universities, where students gain the skills and insights necessary to make their mark in this growing sector. The National Security Agency, as well as the Department of Homeland Security, have formed National Centers of Academic Excellence, which selects high-performing, exceptional educational programs that meet the rigorous standards in cyber defense and research. 17 of those institutions are here in Maryland. the workforce needed to secure the agricultural industry in the 21st century is right here in our state. Today, you will hear from a number of speakers about the importance of building connections between two industries that at first glance appear to have nothing to do with one another. But as I mentioned with regard to my time at USDA, and that was many years ago, that cybersecurity was an important element in terms of our national security, which is food security. The agriculture and aquaculture sectors are intertwined with the data protection industry. Strong partnerships between these industries will be very important for our state's economic future. I hope you enjoy this second CyberAg Symposium, and that what you learn and the people you meet will be valuable resources for you going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Thank you, Tammy. And so we will bounce out of this session and into the next one starting at 11:15. Thank you again.